Many people spend their lives resisting reality, wishing things were different, holding on to past regrets, or fearing an uncertain future. But what if peace wasn't found in controlling everything, but in accepting what is? The secret to a calmer, more fulfilling life isn't about forcing change. It's about understanding that true power comes from letting go and trusting that life is unfolding as it should. If you've ever felt stuck, anxious, or frustrated because things aren't going your way, this message is for you. Let's explore how accepting the present moment can transform your life and bring a sense of ease you never knew was possible. Many people believe that if they resist a situation long enough, they can change it. They push back against life, refusing to accept what has already happened. But the more you resist, the more you suffer. Imagine trying to hold back a wave in the ocean. No matter how strong you are, the wave will still come crashing down. Instead of fighting it, what if you allowed yourself to float with the current? Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or settling for less. It means making peace with reality so that you can move forward. When you let go of resistance, you stop wasting energy on things you can't change and start focusing on what you can. A powerful affirmation to recall is, I release my need to control, and I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Most stress comes from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. People replay old mistakes in their minds, wishing they had done things differently. Others live in constant fear of what might happen next. But the truth is, the only moment you have any power over is right now. Think about it. Has worrying ever changed the outcome of a situation? Has regretting the past ever rewritten it? When you shift your focus to the present, you realize that peace is always available to you. Try this simple practice. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, at this moment, I am safe. I am exactly where I need to be. The more you practice staying present, the less power stress and anxiety will have over you. A common source of frustration is the idea that life should be different than it is. You might think I should be richer, I should have a better job, or this shouldn't have happened to me. But every time you say should, you reject reality and create inner conflict. What if, instead of focusing on how things should be, you accepted them as they are? Acceptance doesn't mean you don't strive for growth. It means you stop fighting against reality and start working with it. The moment you let go of should, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Try replacing things should be different with things are what they are, and I can choose how to respond. This small shift in mindset can change everything. One of the biggest fears people have is the unknown. They want guarantees, clear answers, and a perfectly planned out future. But life doesn't work that way. The more you resist uncertainty, the more anxiety you create. Think of it like walking through thick fog. If you panic and try to force your way through, you'll feel lost and overwhelmed. But if you slow down, trust your steps, and take one moment at a time, you'll find your way with ease. Instead of fearing the unknown, remind yourself, I don't need all the answers right now. I trust that life will reveal them when the time is right. When you make peace with uncertainty, you gain a sense of freedom you never thought possible. So many people believe that if they can control every detail of their lives, they will be happy. But control is an illusion. No matter how much you plan, life will always have unexpected twists. The key to peace isn't controlling everything, it's trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way. Imagine holding on to a rope too tightly. Your hands start to hurt, but you refuse to let go because you fear falling. What if, instead of gripping so hard, you loosened your hold and trusted that you wouldn't fall, but float? Life works the same way. The tighter you hold on, the more you struggle. But when you surrender, you find ease and flow. A helpful mantra for this is, I let go of the need to control and welcome the flow of life. Many people chase after perfection, believing that once everything is in order, they will finally feel at peace. But life was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to be lived, experienced, and appreciated in its natural flow. The desire for perfection often leads to constant dissatisfaction. You might look at your life and think, if only I had more money, if only my relationships were better, if only I were more successful. But the reality is, even when people achieve their so-called perfect goals, new worries take their place. Imagine a painter working on a masterpiece. If they obsess over every single detail, trying to make it flawless, they may never complete it. But when they allow creativity to flow, accepting the imperfections, the painting becomes something truly unique. Life works the same way. It is not a rigid structure that must fit into an ideal mold. It is a dynamic journey that unfolds in its own way. Perfectionism blocks happiness. It creates pressure, fear of failure, and constant self-judgment. True peace comes when you accept that life, just like a masterpiece, is beautifully imperfect. Rather than seeking perfection, try accepting progress. Every small step forward is a victory. Instead of waiting for a perfect moment, appreciate the one you're in. Tell yourself, I allow life to be exactly as it is, and I find beauty in every moment. The more you release the need for perfection, the more peace you will experience. When people focus only on what's wrong in their lives, they become trapped in a cycle of frustration, resentment, and negativity. But shifting that focus to gratitude changes everything. Gratitude isn't about pretending the challenges don't exist. It's about recognizing the good that is already present. No matter what difficulties you face, there is always something to be grateful for. Think about a time when you were deeply stressed or upset. Even in that moment, was there something positive in your life? Maybe it was a supportive friend, a warm meal, or even the simple fact that you woke up to see another day. When you shift your focus to what is already good, you begin to see that life isn't against you, it is supporting you. Gratitude rewires your mind. Instead of feeling deprived, you feel abundant. Instead of seeing problems, you notice opportunities. Try this every morning. Before you start your day, list 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big. Something as simple as fresh air, the sound of birds, or the comfort of your bed is enough. Throughout the day, remind yourself, I am grateful for this moment exactly as it is. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will notice that peace has been within you all along. One of the most difficult things to do in life is trust that everything is happening for a reason, especially when things don't go the way you want. When faced with struggles, setbacks, or disappointments, it's natural to wonder, why is this happening to me? But what if instead of asking why, you shifted your perspective and asked, what is this teaching me? Think about past situations where things didn't work out as planned. Maybe you lost a job, faced rejection, or went through a difficult period. At the time, it may have felt unfair or painful. But looking back, can you see how those experiences shaped you? Maybe losing that job led you to something better. Maybe a painful breakup helped you discover your true worth. Life doesn't always give you what you want, it gives you what you need for growth. Trusting the process doesn't mean you stop working toward your goals. It means you stop resisting what is and start believing that every moment, even the challenging ones, is part of a bigger picture. Instead of saying, this is unfair, try saying, I trust that this is leading me to something greater. When you release fear and replace it with trust, you open yourself to endless possibilities. The greatest peace comes not from controlling life, but from accepting it. The moment you stop fighting what is and start trusting the flow, you create space for joy, ease, and unexpected blessings. If this message resonated with you, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more insights on finding inner peace and creating a life of fulfillment. Let go, trust, and watch how everything falls into place.